Welcome back to the River Valley Redneck. Today I'm going to be working on my truck, getting ready for deer season. I got a bad wheel bearing. I pretty much diagnosed it down. I think it's the passenger front wheel bearing going out. Got a pretty good growling, howling going down the road. Took a thermometer to it, one no-touch laser thermometers. Checked the back sides on the bearings, and the driver's side seemed alright. The passenger side about 15-20 degrees hotter. Jacked it up, spun both tires. Driver's side spins good and free. The passenger side, it spins a little bit sticky and you can feel a little grittiness to it. I'm pretty sure that's the one bad. I've got one on order, supposed to be here hopefully tonight or tomorrow, so I'm tear this thing apart and get it ready. That way I'm ready to go whenever it comes in and put it back together. Alright, got her all jacked up and got my jack stand in there for safety. So I'm gonna leave the jack underneath of it touching. So let's get to it. Alright, this right here is supposed to be a 35 millimeter. 36s will work. You just got to be careful with them. Don't hit them with an impact or anything. What you want to do is take your screwdriver, stick it in there in a slot, slide it all the way up against the brake caliper. Once you do that, you'll take your socket and put it on there. I suggest the cheater bar. I've already gotten it sort of loose, so once you get the cheater bar on there, you can give it a go and she'll come right off. Just a little bit tight. There we go. Yeah, she on there a little snug. All right, next thing we got to worry about is right there. That is holding the brake disc on, so you have to get that out. This is a T30 torque screw. It's going to be about the same process. You want to leave your screwdriver there. We'll see how tight this thing is. I imagine it's in there pretty good. No, actually it's not too bad. Take that little guy out, and once you get the brake caliper off, that thing's ready to come out. And next is the brake caliper. You got a bolt up top and then another one down here on the bottom. They're just basically 3/4 inch, took it right off. Once you get those two right there undone, you can pull them out by hand. And just basically wiggle the caliper off of it. Alright, what I've done is I've taken the cap off of the brake fluid reservoir. I took a screwdriver and stuck in there in a slot back here, in the slots in the caliper, and give it some pressure towards you. What that does is that releases the piston a little bit to where you can just slide that right off. So I'm going to put it back on just for a minute, and I'm going to get something to secure it up here with so it doesn't dangle by the hose and rip the hose off. There's a cable that runs from the back of the wheel hub all the way up through to this connector right here. There's a little red tab that you got to push up before you can push that down in order to separate them. You get that separated, go ahead and take the cable out. I'm going to do that before I hang my caliper because I know I got to take the cable out anyways, and the caliper is basically going to be hanging right in the cable's way. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done and take care of that. Alright, with the cable out of the way, now I can get ready to situate the brake caliper. What I got to do that is just a simple ratchet strap. I'm just going to basically hook the ratchet strap up here to the coil spring. Pretty much all you're trying to do is just keep the pressure off of that hose right there so it's not hanging by the hose, because it will destroy that hose. Pop these brake pads out. Now from there, you got to take the bracket off that holds the brake caliper on. And that's just going to be a bolt up here and another bolt there. Okay, what I've ended up doing is taking a gigantic wrench that will fit on the back of a ratchet, a 1/2-inch ratchet, and I switched over to an 18mm socket because it fits better, and I don't really want to risk rounding this thing off. So I had to put some oomph behind it, but I finally got it to where it'll loosen up. Alright, once those two are out, bracket comes off. Set it over the side. And we can take the rotor off. Set it over the side. Now pretty much the only thing left is 3 bolts. You got one there, one up there, one on the back side. I'll get a wrench, find out what size they are, and see what I can do. I don't know how well you can hear this. It's raining outside. Time like this, I'm real glad I got a shop to work in. It turns out these were 15mm. Now it's just the tedious work of getting them out. Alright, there's all three of them, and as you can see, it's already separating. Now I just gotta make sure the splines and everything come out. Yep, they're coming out good. Now it's just pop it off. Yeah, it's real snug, real tight. Definitely got some bad bearings in that. To get that all cleaned out. Get it ready for the new one when it shows up finally. Well, I really wanted to get this done today, but I guess the UPS didn't cooperate with me, so I'm gonna have to wait. But it looks like probably tomorrow before I get my part in. I guess I'll finish this thing up tomorrow, and I'll put another one out after a day or two when I get it done. So until then, take care.